So it's time now to tell you about our great bouts in March. Top-ranked challenger Yordenis Ugas takes on WBC welterweight champion Sean Porter live from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Saturday, March 9th, only on Fox. Come on out, guys. March 9th on Fox. Thanks, gentlemen. On Sunday, March 24th, former junior welterweight champion Sergey Lipniev's clashes with former junior welterweight and welterweight world champion Lamont Peterson live on FS1. March 24th on FS1. Thanks, guys. Moving into the month of April, former middleweight champion Peter Quillen takes on former super middleweight champ Caleb Truax in a bout to determine who climbs back into title contention Saturday, April 13th on FS1. April 13th on FS1. Thanks, gentlemen. On Saturday, April 20th, live on Fox, Adrian Granados fights former junior welterweight champion Danny Garcia. Come on out, Danny. Danny Garcia. Thanks for coming up, Danny. Now, Adrian is under the weather, could not make it today, but he did send us this video message.
Yeah, man, I'm ready to go, dog. I just got sick right now, so that's why I couldn't make it out. But, we're gonna be ready for that, man. You better be ready, because I'm gonna be ready. You've been talking for too long, bro. You've been talking for too long.
All right, Danny, you heard from Adrian. What's your reaction?
I'm gonna beat his ass. He's already sick. He must just stay in bed because he gonna be on the same bed tonight after the fight.
Danny's ready to go. Thanks, Danny. Danny Garcia. And finally, the fight you've all been waiting for. Live from Jerry's World, AT&T Stadium in Dallas, Texas, March 16th, only on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. Please welcome four-division world champion and current WBC lightweight champ Mikey Garcia and IBF welterweight champion Errol Spence Jr. March 16th in Dallas at Jerry's World. Thanks, gentlemen. We can't wait to see you March 16th. Chris, take it away.
Thank you, Kenny. Thanks, you guys. Thanks, Lennox and Kenny. Can't wait for that to be a terrific fight. We're going to get to all of your questions in just a moment. So where would we like to start? We have a question here. Thank you.
Hi there, Lance Puckmeyer, Los Angeles Times. Mikey, for you, this is what you wanted to do. You wanted to do something different and be special. Taking part in Fox's first pay-per-view, is that part of what you want to do, especially moving up in weight against Errol Spence?
That is one of the objectives, That is one of the objectives, to get the biggest fights available and make the biggest splash, and what better way than to do it, on a Fox pay-per-view.
What about the challenge? What about the challenge of moving up in weight? Everyone's making a big deal about that and saying you're a massive underdog.
Well, that's why I'm taking it, because it's such a big challenge for me, and that's what I'm about. I want the biggest fights, the biggest challenges. There's no one else out there right now that I can compete with at that level. And Spence is the guy, so that's why I'm after him.
And Errol, for you, being from Texas, bringing this fight to AT&T Stadium. How special is this for you? And how well do you think this fight's going to be able to draw?
Well, it's a dream come true, it's going to be a big fight. I might have a lot of great fans in Texas, and he has a lot of big fans too, especially him being Mexican, so hopefully they come out to support each other.
Yes, okay.
Mike Hoppinger, Ring Magazine. Keith Thurman, everyone's been excited and waiting for you to come back. First fight in almost 2 years. What are you looking to prove?
I give that mic, Sean, we pass it there. Thanks.
Well, like you said, it's been a long time since I've been back in the ring, and I'm just going to prove what I've always proved, that I'm the best. That Keith one-time Thurman, you know, I've been the problem, I am the truth, your boy is swift, you know, any name that they have, I've already shown all them skills and those talents and attributes, you know, and I plan on keep doing it. A lot of people are itching, I'm itching, they say, when you get back, champ? I said, you know, we'll be back soon, and we got the fight date. I'm truly looking forward to it, and I'm going to perform like I always do. Hope that the fans come out.
Thank you.
This is for Mark Ortega of Sporting News. This is for Keith as well. How long have you been healthy, and how long did it take to come to the decision you're ready to get back in the ring?
Well, the injuries were, they weren't fun, and I didn't enjoy, you know, doing a lot of interviews, so I stayed out of the press and things of that nature. But what my situation was elbow surgery, which took about 10 to 12 months to recover from. Then we got back into the gym and we suffered a hand injury. So all year I've been dealing with that. If I can't jab my sparring partners, there's no way that I'm gonna get into the ring. Obviously we gave up the WBC title and we let these boys fight for it to bring some more action into the sport. I didn't want to be responsible for no action being in the welterweight division, but I'm back. I plan on getting my belt back and more things to come in the future, but we're starting it off in January 2019.
Chris. Okay.
Mikey, Sean Zattel, Fight Hype. The saying's always about in boxing that a great big man will beat a great little man. Why is that not the case when you fight Errol in March?
Well, I think that's pretty common saying, but every once in a while you get these exceptions where the smaller man beats the bigger guy, and that's what I'm after, and that's what I'm looking forward to, and I really believe in myself. That's why I'm able to, you know, keep challenging myself by moving up in divisions. I have great skills that most everybody still hasn't even seen. And I think Errol Spence will be the one to bring those out of me and allow me to perform to the best of my abilities. I think it's going to be a great fight, and this is one of those occasions where the little guy beats the bigger man.
Well, I remember that's March 16th, PBC on pay-per-view. We look forward to that. We have more.
Kevin Iola from Yahoo Sports. I want to ask Errol first. There's some great welterweights sitting right up here, and you're fighting a guy that's had a lightweight title, and while we respect what Mikey's doing, don't you feel like an obligation to have maybe give a chance to one of the great welterweights that's out there?
Well, I mean, that's the fight that's been offered to me. I think that's the big fight in Dallas. And with Sean Porter, I thought that fight was going to happen. It somehow fell out. And with Keith Thurman, he's going to stay injured as long as I keep winning. So, I mean, I don't think me and him ever going to fight. If he mess around and retire, I get that WC belt.
Well, Sean and Keith, what's your reaction to it? I mean, I know you respect Mikey for what he's trying to accomplish, but what does it mean to you to see the best welterweight in the world instead of fighting one of the two other welterweights fighting Mikey?
Well, first off, each one of these fights is a great fight for Errol Spence. Okay, so, and outside of that, I don't know what happened with negotiation with Sean, but obviously when I'm healthy and I'm ready, from beginning, when I stepped on the scene, I said I wanted this belt. I said I wanted that belt. I told you guys I want to grab all the belts, you know? So I'm still on a mission, but my health comes first. In boxing, there are times where what you want today, you're not going to get today, but you can still look forward to tomorrow. Luckily today, I think this is a tremendous fight that's going to happen. I think this is a big opportunity for all of us in working with Fox. And I truly look forward to that up-and-coming fight. I look forward to getting back into the ring, establishing myself as the #1 welterweight champion of the world. getting this belt back, and then negotiating for that big fight with Errol Spence, the one he thinks he'll never get. I'm not Floyd Mayweather, son.
And Sean, if you want to respond, right, who else, right?
Sure, I can do
Yes.
that. Well, how do I feel about it? I feel like he just said, it's a big opportunity for boxing. It's a big opportunity for Fox, for Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence. So for Errol to get in the ring with me after my fight and say he wants to fight me, I told him it's an easy fight to make. I have mandatories for the WBC. Errol Spence did not fall into one of those mandatories. So for me, it's not a matter of me wanting to go a different direction. It's just what happens right now. But the room is full. It's full of champions, full of great fighters, great individuals, great athletes, and we're all gonna fight eventually, and we're all gonna put on great performances for you guys. Be patient. It's coming.
Thank you. And then one last question for Jamal. Jamal, you win the coin flip, but it seems in a way maybe you lose because your brother is going to be sitting there and you're going to be in the locker room watching your brother. How difficult is that going to be to, warm up and prepare for your fight when you have such an emotional thing as your brother fighting immediately before you walk out?
Actually, I'm going to be celebrating with him. There's no pressure on me. There's no pressure on my twin brother. I could have fought first. He could have fought after me. It didn't matter. We're going to get in there. We're going to do what we have to do.
Emotionally, it won't be hard just to watch him?
I've been watching him all my life. I'm ready. He's ready.
You want to comment too on that?
I mean, we did it before. We won the world titles in whenever 2016, May 21st. So I fought first. I care less about fighting second, third, last. It don't matter. As long as I get in there and do what I got to do, handle my business and present my talent on Fox.
We have over here, sorry.
Yes, Constantino Garcia for Ring Magazine for the Charlo Brothers. How do you guys feel about headlining in the same card?
Well, we finally got this opportunity to headline. A lot of fans been waiting on that. A lot of fans have a lot to say, so now we get the chance to show the world once we get to pack the house and be there to put on the show. And you guys keep seeing us. We'll be back. Hopefully we can get on the undercard again, right? I would love to be on pay-per-view with Errol Spence.
We have one over here, I believe. Yes, sir.
Mike Michael with the Undisputed Champion Network. I got a question for the Charlos. Jamal and Jamel, you've been given the opportunity to make the first impression of this PBC on Fox rollout. What type of precedent do you want to set?
We're both super excited to be opening up the show and making history for Fox. I know I'm in tune, and my twin brother himself, he's in tune, and we're ready. So you just look forward from both of us, something explosive.
Yes.
For the Charlo Brothers again, you guys are super competitive. Who do you guys see between the two? Who's going to be the biggest pay-per-view star between the two?
Both gonna be superstars, so that really don't matter. I know that I come December 22nd to steal the show. He's the main event. I hate that he won a coin toss because I should be the main event, but that's none of my business. I'm there to fight on the 22nd. Now I'll be the co-main event. So let the best man win, and we're gonna have fun.
Who's going to outdress who in the meantime? That's what I want to. December.
I'm the flyest boxer in the game.
December 22nd. That's on Fox. We hope you tune in for that. We have another one here.
Yes.
Okay.
This is for Danny Garcia. It's Francisco Martinez with FightHype.com. Danny, if you get past Adrian Granados, who would you like to face after that?
I definitely want the rematch, either with Sean or Thurman. But if not, we just got to keep winning and keep building. But those are the fights I really want. And all the big fights, whatever comes my way. I mean, as you can see, I fought the most fighters on the stage than any other fighters, so I'll fight anybody.
Yes, sir.
Two questions. Frederick Hawthorne with LA Watch Times. Leo, how's it feel to always come back in LA and fight in front of your fans? And Mikey and Earl, did you hear that he said he saw a weakness in you when you fought with Mott Peterson? And Mikey, what was the weakness that you saw?
So it feels great. It feels great to fight here in my hometown, LA. I always wanted to fight here, be the main event, and now it's a big opportunity to me. Thanks to Al Heyman, always he's been there for me and give me great fights. And I want to prove I'm the best featherweight. 2018 it was a slower year. I only fought one time. 2019 I want it to be a big year. I'm looking for 3 fights. We already talked, and I want to get past Miguel Flores, and then I want Carl Frampton, and then I want Gary Russell. I want to put on the best featherweight. Those are the 3 fights I'm looking for right now, and I think they're going to happen.
Everything answered on that? I know there was a couple of questions.
I asked Earl, what's your response to Mikey Garcia saying he had weaknesses?
It's cool. I mean, it's always, it always look easy from the outside looking in. A lot of people say, they see weaknesses and they can exploit it. So, I wish the team, they practice that. And March 16th, I'm showing why I'm the best welterweight in the division and one of the pound-for-pound fighters in the world.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you my secret. But look, we as a team, my brother, my dad, myself, have seen his fights, and we see opportunities. We definitely do see a good opportunity, and I wouldn't be challenging myself to these extents if I didn't see an opportunity for me to win. I do feel that I have a good chance with my boxing abilities, my experience, and overall. Just like he says, it always seems easy on the outside. Same thing, you can ask my opponents, and they all thought it was going to be an easy task until they get in the ring with me. And that's why I think it's going to be a great fight, because we're both, great fighters. He is a bigger man. That's the challenge. But as far as skills, there's nothing that you can deny me or him. So I just believe in myself that much.
We have just a time for a few more questions, so if you want to get them in, go ahead, Mark. I'm sorry.
For Leo, this is Mark Wicker from the Southern California News Group. How much were you looking forward to this being the Gary Russell fight? And is it a little dangerous, not going right into that fight since that's really the one you want?
Yeah, every fight is dangerous. You're risking, to get those big fights. But, I'm going to train hard like always. I'm going to be really motivated. And those big fights are the ones I want. I want to prove I'm the best featherweight. And I think I'm going to do that against Carl Frampton and Gary Russell, no matter what position they come. If it's Gary Russell first, but first I want to get Miguel Flores, and then we'll see what happens.
Are we okay on questions here? We have one more, I'm sorry. We'll just try to get the mic to everybody who has a question.
Question for Jose. What are you looking to prove against Caleb Plant? You've been a guy that's been seen as avoided for a while now.
Oh, we need we need you interpret, please. Yep. Gary, you can help with that, right? You don't interpret. Kate can help us with that.
Question, sorry?
Yeah, repeat the question and she can.
The question is for Jose Tegui and what he's looking to prove as a guy who's been avoided for a while now.
¿Qué es lo que quieres probar siendo un tipo, un boxeador al que han evitado mucha gente desde hace tiempo ya?
Bueno, yo no sé quién lo ha evitado, ¿no? Porque desde que yo me coroné campeón del mundo nunca lo he evitado. Si se han dado cuenta, se lesionó.
No, usted no ha evitado, la gente ha evitado a usted, quería decir, perdón.
Ah, ok. Bueno, emocionado, contento para seguir demostrando la clase de peleador que yo soy.
He's excited and happy to be able to have the chance to continue to prove what kind of a fighter he is.
And if you ask a question again, he said he'll knock you out. That would be, no, I'm just kidding. Full humor, you make sure he knows I'm kidding. Okay, a few more questions, I'm sorry. Yes, go ahead.
A question for Mikey and Errol. The whole world doubted the fight would happen. It is happening. What do you like about Errol Spence? And Errol, what do you like about Mikey?
Well, a lot of people doubted this fight because of, the weight difference. A lot of people thought I was just bullshitting. I was just, talking just to make the noise. But I was serious about it from the very first time I mentioned it. I'm very excited for it. I was always pushing for this fight. I know there's a lot of options that I could have had options. He had other options that, he explored. But I'm happy that, we agreed on this fight, that both sides, took this fight. And, I like that he is a come forward, action-packed, fighter. He's looking for a knockout. He's coming strong. That gives the fans, their money's worth. And that's what I'm after. That's what I like. I don't want to be in there in a boring fight. Some guys out there could be regarded as great champions, but they don't really give the fans an exciting fight. They're running around, you know, and that's just not fun. That's boring. That doesn't, you know, appeal to the fans, and I don't like that. I want to be part in fights that people can remember for years, you know, to come. That people can always point out and you know, say that I was in one of those big fights. That's what I'm after, and I'm pretty sure that's something that he also wants, and that's what I like. That he comes to fight.
Well, what I like about Mikey is, you know, I respect Mikey. He's a real fighter. A lot of fighters in today's time, they get away from their legacy. You know, want to be great, want to be mentioned with all-time greats, and want to be mentioned with guys like Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather, Ali, Joe Frazier, Marvin Hagler, with these guys, and he's daring to be great. He's doing something that a lot of people saying he's crazy for doing, but you know, this is a legacy-defining fight for both of us. It's on pay-per-view. It's at the Cowboy Stadium. This could be a huge turnout, you know. So, you know, I'm happy he took this fight. I really didn't have that many options after the Sean Porter fight fell off. Keith Thurman was injured, and I think Danny already had a fight. So, you know, this is a big fight for me. He's another huge name, 4th division champion, 39-0, and it's a great opportunity to show my skills.
Just a few more. Yes.
Fernando Pimentel, BehindTheGloves.com. This question is for John Molina Jr. John, you're getting a fight. You had a fight here in LA a few months ago, kind of fell through. You're getting to do that again versus an opponent you've been wanting to fight. Your thoughts on fighting in LA and fighting Omar Figueroa?
Like you said, fighting Omar is a fight that has been a long time coming, you know, and he definitely accepted the challenge. I think it's going to be a great fight for LA. I think it's going to be a great fight for boxing, and definitely a great fight to put on Fox. So I know he's going to bring it. He always does. His record speaks for itself. But I'll be right there with him, and it's going to be a fun fight.
That's February 16th on Fox, that fight? Yes. A couple more? Okay.
Next one is for actually Peter Quillen. Peter, glad to see you back, man. Just want to know how you feel coming back and showing your skills off on this stage and also going up into the new weight class.
Well, thank you. You know, I feel good. You know, this is a huge platform. I don't think a lot of people understand like what prime time can do for fighters. Like we actually get to be out and showcase a talent where a lot of eyes get to watch. You know, we see a lot of things, you know, in the boxing business where everybody's just trying to get the fans to watch. And you know, with these kind of fights, you attract the fans. You know, like Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence. All these guys up on the platform right here is It motivates me because I know I got a big task ahead of me. You know, I'm fighting Caleb. Me and him have history. This is the first time in my boxing career where I had like a dialogue with a fighter and so much respect for him. And now we have to fight. That makes me look at my brother. You know, he's from Flint, I'm from Grand Rapids, and I say, man, if this can happen, then what about when they have to say, yo, you want to fight Anthony Durrell? What do you say? You know what I'm saying? I say, I just want to have to get that money, and we both agreed on that. So. And that's what's more important. But I feel very good. I feel like I took control of my career. I feel in a good place with God. I know He got huge plans for me. I know the guys that's in the 168 the pound, they're nothing to play with. So I got to bring my best, and that's what I'm looking to do.
Yeah, that's April 13th on FS1. Look forward to that. And yes, sir.
Anthony Durrell, feels like I've been watching you fight for quite some time. What does it feel like to be back on the stage and fighting for a title again?
It feels good. It motivates me. I've been looking for this since I lost my title to Badu. I've been looking for the rematch with him, but I didn't get it. So I've been keep fighting, and he's the next guy down since David got suspended. But he's a good fighter. I'm ready for the challenge, and I will become victorious February 23rd.
And I think we're caught up. Are we okay? One more? I think the LA Times says another question. Okay, go ahead.
Question for Sean. What was it like to beat Danny Garcia for you to come back from that win? He's an accomplished champion. What was that victory like for you?
It's every fighter's dream. We aren't here just to fight and win and get belts and get money. It means nothing if we're fighting against other guys that nobody knows. This guy and Danny Garcia is a guy who only had one loss against a very good fighter. And he was trying to get his belt back. So it was a combination of things. I've been building to get to this WBC championship for 3, maybe even 4 years now. You know, and the list just goes on from there. You know, so for me to win the belt was one thing. That's a goal. For me to beat Danny Garcia was another goal. You know, so it was definitely a moment where I had a lot of my goals accomplished and was able to just, you know, realize a lot of things about myself and try and become a champion.
How many times do you watch the fight? I mean, do you put it in and watch it over and over and see? You know?
No. It's not. It's definitely not a situation where I'm going to look at it and just marvel at myself. Anytime I've looked at the fight was to figure out in what round did I do something wrong, or what round did I not do as much as I could. You know, that's all. My fights are. I never watch myself just to see what I did. You know, I always want to see what I could have done more of.
Great, thanks. I think just time for one more. Is that, yes, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Conti from Ring TV. For Lamont Peterson, you fought most of these guys over here, and you're back in championship level. What are you doing? What are you doing to get back on that road to become victorious?
I'm just trying to stay a little active. I pretty much will fight anyone. You know, I have a lot of love and respect for all these guys, but you know, it's boxing. It's not like we're trying to kill each other. It's boxing. So just keep fighting the top fights. Any fight that's given to me, I'll take it, and hopefully I'll work my way back to the top.
Right, and as I heard, one more. Sorry, we put a limit, but somebody had a question and a mic, so yes, go ahead.
My question's for Caleb Plant. How do you feel about fighting Kid Chocolate? What's your thoughts on it? I mean, Caleb Truex.
Can you make sure he has a mic?
Kentucky, I'm sorry.
What was the question?
How do you feel about fighting Caleb Plant?
You mean Kid Chocolate?
Yeah.
I'll answer that for him. Thanks for the question, the few of them that you asked me. I'm excited. I'm excited to be a part.
How do I feel about fighting Jose Uzagategui, correct?
Yes.
All right, I'll handle it from here, thank you. I feel good. You know, some of these guys, they've been injured and they need tune-up fights and they've taken a long time off. It's been come fight time, it'll be a year out of the ring for me. I've had surgery on my hand, but I don't want no tune-up fight. I don't want no soft touches, no easy touches. They say this is the guy, the boogeyman of the division. Well, we really gonna find out what he is. And I guarantee you he's gonna find out who I am. And he says I'm gonna be the easiest one in his career. Well, put some money on that, because I don't believe that. My whole career I've been the A side, and I feel like the A side has a bad stigma of people who always have it easy. They've given things, they've taken the easy route. My boxing record may be undefeated, but if you guys knew how many losses I took to get here, you'd think differently. I'm back on the B side where I belong, and that's where I'm gonna show him. He thinks I'm gonna be the easiest win. Well, we're gonna see about that.
All right, now, if we could, thank you. I'm glad we all get along. Caleb Truex, we do want you to respond. If you have a microphone, give you a chance about fighting the original. There you go.
I'm really excited to be a part of this new venture on Fox, and I'm excited to have the fight in my hometown of Minneapolis at the Minneapolis Armory. It's becoming a great boxing hub, and some of these fighters have been to the fights there that we've had there the last couple years or the last couple months, and we'll have a fantastic crowd there. I'm honored to share the ring with a guy like Peter Quillen, a former champion like myself, and it's kind of a crossroads fight to see who's going to keep on contending, and so it's an important fight in my career and his career, and just look forward to mixing up with him on April 13th.
Yeah, April 13th, right. And you can see it right here. Yeah, I'm sorry, our wrap up.
Hi, I'm Michelle Joy Phelps with Behind the Gloves. My question is for the Charlo brothers. How does it feel, you guys are going into promoting your first fight. How does that feel for you guys? Does it add additional pressures to what you're already going to experience during camp?
It feels good. Me and my twin brother worked a long time with Lions Only, and now it's Lions Only Promotions. And we're here to take over the division and get the best fights out there and rule. Well, we know that there's other promoters out there, Danes and different promoters, and our job is to stay a boxer and focus on that at first. We'll build undercards, we'll do everything working hand in hand with PBC and different other promoters as we put on local shows. But first thing first is us getting these victories and promoting Charlotte brothers and the Charlotte twins. We've been Lions only since day one. We're going to remain Lions only, and it used to be a hashtag, now it's a promotional company. So keep it locked with us, and yeah, that's it. Keep it locked.
All right, thanks very much. We're going to wrap it now. I want to first thank all of you guys for being here. You are the stars, the engine of this sport that makes it work. We can't do without you. So first of all, also very well dressed too, by the way. Very impressed with that, and appreciate the great questions. I know there were some of you we couldn't get to. Maybe next time. Also, those of you watching online streaming, thanks for that. Can't wait for the fights. A new era. Fox Sports starting December 22nd. I'm going to ask